let's take a look at the assignment for round 5. Got a few different wrinkles here, so might have to do a little research, might have to ask some questions, do some things like that. So question number 1 is, if Digby chose to retire or purchase all of its earliest maturing debt, and actually all of its let's change this to all of its long-term debt, might be a little bit easier. Would it A, buy it at a discount or a premium? How much would the discount or premium be as a percent, and how much would the discount or premium be in dollars? And to find that, it actually gives us all the answers. This one, unlike some of my others, doesn't require a whole lot of math, although there is a little bit of math for the part C of that question. But if you come down to the bond market, right, we're looking at Digby, right? Okay, and what this tells us is this, okay, this yield on this bond for Digby was issued at 13%. And those of you that have had finance, which should be all of you, know that it says next year's prime rate's 4%. So Digby may be paying higher than prime, although the AAA rated, typically you wouldn't be, but maybe they're even at 6, 7, 8%. Whatever the case is, it doesn't matter. The point is that current rates are less than that, right? Okay, so current rates are less than that, and so this then you guys remember what I've said. If rates have gone down, then the price has gone, or if rates have gone up, then the price has gone a certain direction. Okay, I'm trying to say that without giving you guys the answer, but yes, you should remember that from finance, and it gives you the answer right there to part B. And then part C you're going to have to calculate, and that shouldn't be all that difficult to calculate. Actually, part C, if you got to look up a little bit, you might have to, or ask questions, but it shouldn't be that difficult. 2, if Baldwin were to have invested $10 million in share buyback, how many shares could it have repurchased at the end of round 5 price? So we go to Baldwin, right? Shares, okay, boom, 10 million. Looks like probably going to be a lot. So, because this is round 5, right? Yeah, round 5. So the end of round 5, or it's close. So $10 million. The answer might be a lot. Okay, they probably would not have been allowed to buy back that much. So but I'm not worried about that. I just want to know what they could have done. 3, if Digby would have used all its cash to pay down debt, what would its leverage ratio have been? Ooh, I don't know if I wanted Digby in this case. Let me take a look. No, I think that's right. I wanted to change that to Erie. I'm sorry. I looked at Digby first. Let's go with Erie, and I'll show you why. I said if when I had Digby there, let's go take a look at Digby. Digby, let's see, debt only 7.33 million, paying off accounts payable. Yeah, you could, but and $27 million, so it doesn't have enough debt, right, to pay it all off, and so I had to switch over here to Erie. So Erie's got $11 million in cash, right? So if it used all its cash then to pay down its debt, it's got total liabilities. Probably would do its long term. Okay, because again, accounts payable are accounts payable. Not that you can't pay those down, you can, but in any event, you don't need to worry about that. You just take its total debt. So if it used all its cash to pay down its debt, what would its leverage ratio have been? 4, Chester's current book value is $23.10 per share. Okay, and that's given to us, right? Chester's current book value, $23.10 per share. Now, if the company issued 10 million of their outstanding, that's dollars worth, so not units, $10 million of their outstanding stock at last year's end of year 5 stock price, what would be the new book value? Assume everything else remains constant. Okay, assume everything else remains constant. So you're going to have an increase, right? We're going to issue stocks. We're going to have an increase in the number of shares outstanding, right? We're going to have an increase in equity. Okay, when we issue 10 million, is that we're getting $10 million in new investors in its stock, right? So we're going to have an increase in equity, and so that's certainly going to have an effect on book value, right? Okay. You're increasing both the equity and the shares outstanding, so it's going to increase it. Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be. It could make it go up or down. It's kind of depending on what the book value is right now on a per share basis versus, the 10 million and what you can sell that at. Because remember, you're going to sell the stock at the market value, right? Okay, market value is a little bit higher than the book value. Okay, so that should give you an idea then what that might do then to the actual book value of the stock, just to give you an idea. There you go, a little preview for assignment round 5C.